My dear sisters and brothers, my dear seminarians, in the days of old, today marked the official end of the long and beautiful Christmas season. So today, people will start taking down their Christmas decorations, removing the Christmas tree, and packing the figures in the nativity set or the Belen until the next Christmas. Today is also traditionally called the Feast of the Purification, when Our Lady went to the temple with her child, to have herself purified. Not that she needed purification, she was entirely pure, being the Immaculate Conception, but she, obedient to the law of Moses, performed this ritual to give a good example to the rest of her brothers and sisters. Today is also officially called the Feast of the Presentation of the Lord. Following the law of Moses, every male child should be presented 40 days after birth and 32 days after circumcision, and in the temple would be declared a son of God. And Jesus was the temple himself, because the temple is basically the meeting point between God and man, between spirit and flesh. And Jesus, being true God and true man, is the temple himself. So he replaced the old temple of Jerusalem, being now the new temple of the New Testament. And as he was presented, he was recognized by two people who spent their time praying, waiting for the redemption of God's people. Some say that praying, reflecting, contemplating are a waste of time, but actually those who spend time in prayer are the most kind, the most charitable of all, because they know what is the source of their good works. And Simeon, as well as Anna, saw before their eyes the redemption of Israel. Their prayers, their long wait, were rewarded by the presence of God himself. Yet this sign was not entirely a sign of joy, because, as Simeon said, the child will be the sign of contradiction. He'll be the sign of the rise as well as the fall and the destruction of many, a sign which will split between the good and the bad. Jesus was presented as the light of the world. That's why we have the beautiful Catholic tradition of having candles lit, so that we can show to the world that Jesus is the light of the world. It is the practice of Catholics that when there are storms, physical or spiritual, troubles, difficulties that come to our lives, we are advised to light these candles. Not that the storms of life and the physical storms will immediately disappear. No, we are reminded that Christ in our midst will be our guide, because he is the light of the world. Amen.